Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Now, once again, everybody, please. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Are you all right?
Yes, sir.
Comfortable?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm really very pleased with the presentations you made yesterday and day before. Yesterday, I watched nearly all of them. I think 36 people have spoken already. 5 people are yet to speak, and they will do so on Tuesday afternoon. Please come and listen to them, just as they came and listened to you. Okay? Tuesday 5 o'clock in HSB, we will have another presentation by them. But the 36 people I heard yesterday and I watched over the last 2 days have really done a good job. I am very pleased with your presentation. Everyone had something to say. Everyone was easier to understand. Everyone was better prepared, and everyone had better stage manners. No doubt about that. But I am in the business of, and you are in the business of perfection. We aim at nothing less than the best. Do you agree? Should we aim at that? Or should we be satisfied with 5 point something? What is your answer? Give me your answer, please speak. Should we be satisfied with 5 point something, or should we aim at 10 on 10? What do you say?
10 on 10.
Only 3 people say 10 on 10. Others, please, what do you think we should do?
10 on 10.
We should aim at 10 on 10. So, whatever I am going to tell you now, I am going to tell you a lot of negative things about nearly everyone. Okay? That does not mean they did a lousy job. That does not mean they did a very bad job. That only means that in those areas, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
In those particular areas, they can get better. And please do not feel bad if I criticize you, if I tell you, you could have done this better, you did not smile. It's not that I am nitpicking, but I am trying to tell you, you have done extremely well in all other areas. In all other areas, I could not find any fault with you. Okay? You have done as good a job as perfect, but here in these areas, the ones that I am pointing out to, you have done extremely well. Do you understand? Everybody, please?
Yes, sir.
Are you relaxed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, I have, out of 36 people, I have picked up only about 16 or 20. It does not mean others have done a perfect job. Okay. Yesterday, Ashwini was with me, and who else was with me? You were with me. What's your name? Karthik was with me. Karthik and Ashwini and I watched a lot of them. Okay. All of us have some spots. Do you agree, Karthik? Where, say yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. So where we could improve. So the fact that I am going to take clippings, not entire thing, but clippings, cuttings from only a few friends, does not mean that they are the only ones who require improvement. It only means that I have taken some examples, but these examples may be there in our presentations, in others' presentations as well. Do you understand? Yes or no, please?
Yes, sir.
Everybody, please. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Right. So, as you watch, ask yourself some questions. Please write. Some very simple questions like, could I have, or should I have, could or should I have spoken louder, slower, softer. Okay. Similarly, dressed, better, greeted, better, more, pay attention to all this, okay, and more, all the questions that I have not been. So, ask yourself as we review some of your friends' presentations as we go through the clippings. All right, okay. I have some overall negative feedback, just as I gave you some very positive feedback. I think everyone had something to say. Everyone was easier to understand compared with the video I have from your first cycle. You know, everyone was easy to understand. Everyone had something to say. Everyone was more confident. They were less nervous. They kept time, you know, out of 36 people, I feel close to 30 people kept time very well. Okay? Your stage manners were good. You came, you greeted, you looked at your audience, you looked into their eyes and then you spoke. So, a lot of positive feedback, but as I told you, I am in the business of, and you are, we together are in the business of perfection. One day I hope one of you will be a great speaker, a great man, at least, if not the entire class, and that one person, one man will come because somebody will have told him how he can be the best. That is the entire justification for organized learning, which is known as schools or colleges. Okay? So, do not be cynical, do not you ever conclude that these things are bookish. No, they are not bookish, they are real life. The difference between you and others is only to the extent you believe in the best. Are you with me? Okay? I try to go beyond my course in spoken English, because what is spoken English? It is only a reflection of your total personality, and if you are a perfectionist, if you pay attention to minutest details, nobody can stop you from becoming a great man, a great leader, from changing the world. You want to change the world. Shall I continue? Everybody please, shall I continue?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, I am going to give you negative feedback, do not feel bad, okay? And it is one man's response to your presentation. It need not be taken as Bible truth, as gospel truth. Okay? Look at it. If you think what I am telling you is convincing, it makes sense, you agree, then try and change it. If you do not, then forgive me, okay? Forget me and ignore me. Okay? Right? Shall I go into the negative part now?
Yes.
Okay, I don't want, I want to see some smile on your faces, please. You look tense, like somebody is going to slaughter you. Or, okay. Many students, a huge number of you guys, not a huge number, sorry, quite a few of among you forgot to introduce themselves. I invite you to watch these videos individually. One Reason, one advantage of having the class in this studio is you can all look at yourself. I have a copy, my friends in the studio have a copy. Please look at it and ask yourself if you could have done better. Okay? So, a number of students forgot to introduce themselves. They took too much time introducing the topic. When you have only 90 seconds, please listen to my question carefully. When you have only 90 seconds, how much time can you take to introduce the topic? Tell me. 10 seconds? Even that I think will be quite a bit, but let us say 10 seconds. Would you take 50 seconds? Say yes or no.
No, sir.
But there are people who did. Okay? So, this what you call proportion. Okay, what is that word? Everybody please, what is that word?
Proportion.
No, you don't get it right. Are you lazy? Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping?
No, sir.
What is that word?
Proportion.
Proportion. This is highlighted. What is this?
Proportion.
So, a lot of people took disproportionate time. They gave more time to introduction than they ought to have. I had asked you to do the map. You brought the map of India or map of the world without marking. Okay? It is difficult for you. If you have half an hour, you can locate, but if your audience has only 2 minutes, you should have circled it, highlighted it. You should have done something so that your audience gets it quickly, your listeners get it quickly. Lot of people did not quantify the problem. Many people did, but quite a few did not. They just kept saying, there is pollution here, there is traffic congestion here, but how many vehicles per kilometer, per minute, how long does it take them to cross a particular traffic junction? An engineer, the only claim an engineer has upon human intellect is that he is about or she is about the only person who can quantify any problem, be it computing the distance between the earth and another planet or another star, or be it the noise level. Do you understand? But if you did not do that, then you did not do a scientist's job, you did a politician's job. Politicians speak without quantifying, when they are in a position, they exaggerate. Everyone is dying of starvation in Telangana. What everyone? Then Telangana should have had no people, no agitation. How are you alive? Okay? That is the, it's all right. Let politicians speak that way. And when you get into politics, and I want you to get into politics after BTech, okay, you can speak. But when you make a professional presentation to other engineers, other scientists, other academicians, quantify the problem. Okay? Otherwise, it means nothing. It's just gas. Okay? Many people did not greet their listeners or greeted them informally. Quite a few people, yesterday Ashwini and Karthik and I, we were watching, said, "Hi everyone, am I your fan and are you a Michael Jackson? Or are you Rajnikant, or what is Rajnikant's son-in-law who has got that video?" I believe entire India has, or at least newspapers are saying that it has become a compulsory poetry lesson in all schools. Is that so? Is that correct? Okay. So, are you that, and am I your fan? What is the name of that star's son or son-in-law? Dhanush. Are you Dhanush and am I your fan? You are saying, "Hi everyone." That is not among the equals. Among the equals is either namaskaram or vanakkam, okay, or good morning or good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, friends, colleagues. You do not say good morning to everyone, good morning to one and all. That is not polite. Remember, English does not have, unlike you and me, tum, aap, okay, miru, nivu, ninga, ni. In English, you do not say sitandi. Do you say that? Or you don't say sittingo? In English, you say sit down, please. We'll have an entire unit on that, politeness in English. That is not polite when you say hi one and all. Similarly, your keywords, many students, not one, not two, did not pronounce your keywords correctly. You had words like what is this? Everybody please, what is this?
Percent.
It is percent. What is this?
Percent.
But you kept saying percent, 74%. That is not standard global English. That is very regional. That may be Taramani English, that may be Velacheri English, or that may be Alagnanda Hostel English. Okay? See, a lot of other words, I have given you some examples. You are talking about wildlife on the campus. How is it pronounced? Deer. It's deer. What is it? Deer. But you kept saying deer. You should, next time you speak, you still have 2 cycles, 2 opportunities, and I am going to mark your pronunciation closely. Next time you speak, those 10 words or 12 words which are your key words must be pronounced absolutely correctly. Okay? Nothing but the standard manner. All the other words will automatically come correctly. You do not have to worry about them. Okay? If you take care of these 10 or 12 words, other words will follow. Okay? Look at them, prepare them, for to be able, next time I am going to ask you to speak for 100 seconds. I am giving you 10 seconds more, and I am going to have more marks for the evaluation of that part of your presentation. Do a better job. Okay? By 4th presentation, my ambition is to have 40 presentations which I can show the world. Look the world, here are my students. They are the best in the world, not only in quantitative aptitude, but also in verbal aptitude. How will that come to you? That will come to you only one way. There is no exception. It is continuous. Please write the phrase some philosopher said. What is the phrase? Everybody please, what is the phrase?
Constant.
Constant pursuit. What is it?
Constant pursuit.
Listen, constant pursuit. What is it?
Constant pursuit.
Okay, lovely. Let us look at now some examples. Once again, please do not feel bad. It is not that you are the only ones who need to improve in these respects. Everyone else does, but I could not take all the 36 presentations and look at them in detail. So, I have just randomly picked some. Ashwini was with me, Karthik, right? Didn't we do that? We randomly picked that, So, do not feel bad. Look at it as a feedback for you to do better next time. Okay?
Hi everybody, I am Ashwini. I am going to say a few words regarding child labour in my area, Manikonda, which is on the outskirts of Hyderabad. What is a child labour? Any work for children below 18 years of age which harms or exploits them physically, mentally, or by blocking the education path. The main objective of this problem is because of poverty. The farmers and workers, they don't have sufficient amount of time.
The main objective of this problem, the main cause of this problem, because Ashwini was tense, partly. Otherwise, good tempo, some research, something to say, but for 1 minute, can you not stand still? Okay?
And money. So they send their children to work at an young age. This may lead to illiteracy.
What does this slide do? What is it telling us which has not been said earlier? Ashwini, don't feel bad, okay? Ask me, answer that question. Please. Does it tell us anything new which has not already been said? Before this, we had a slide of children pushing. Give me the word, please. Pushing? Rickshaw, the trailer, okay? Or the push cart. What is this slide giving us? I mean, it's bad, you know. Child labor is a crime in India and all Indians are criminals. So long as you make a child, a non-adult, do your menial job, okay? There can be no exception, no justification for that. But when you talk about this problem, could this slide not have been used for better purpose, Ashwini? Say yes or no. Yes. Okay. Ask yourself, you know, each rupee, each step, each nut in a machine adds to the weight of the machine. Okay. If you are able to reduce one nut, okay, you are able to make that machine smarter and more efficient.
Who knows? Maybe in future there could be an Abdul Kalam or a scientist among these people. As you can see,
look at the quantification here. Are you able to read the words next to the pie chart relatively easily? Gokul, Karthik, no, you and I saw it yesterday. So, Shailesh, Karun, Irfan, are you here? Are you able to read them easily? No, you are not. And why not? Because the color combination is not good. Okay? Ashwini, I am sorry, I am over criticizing you. Okay? And what do these data tell us? What do these data tell us? That how many children work in which sector. But do we know how many children? Yes or no? What would be more relevant? First, we would like to know how many children. Ashwini could have talked about children in Manikonda. It's such a musical name of that village, you know, though that village is the richest village in India. It's highly industrialized. Okay. That could have been the relevant question. How many children in Hyderabad work in homes? Ashwini could have called 10 homes in Hyderabad, 10 friends, and asked them to check out of these 10 homes how many have children washing dishes, polishing shoes, taking clothes to laundry, etc. You know, research, please write, research is an attitude. Research is not a facility. A lot of people say we do not do good research because we do not have money. That is not correct. That is totally incorrect. When Chandrasekhar, what is the name of that gentleman who did Raman effect, who talked about why light has a spectrum? Yeah, C.V. Raman. Do you know how much money he has spent on his Nobel Prize winning research? Make a guess. Come on. 100,000? 100 rupees, that is a little too, that is 5 times less. All his entire expense came to 500 rupees in the 1940s, 5 months salary of an accountant. Okay? How much, you know, good path breaking research does not require lot of money, it requires lot of brain, creativity. Okay? Ashwini could have asked her friends. Okay? But it is not that Ashwini has done a lousy job. She spoke well, she spoke with a smile, she was relaxed. Okay? Shall we go to the next?
in the graph that the major portion is occupied by the family workers. It's because it's due to the awareness. And yeah.
Respected sir and my dear friends, good morning to one and all. I am Deepak Suresh.
Are you Deepak here? I almost thought you were going to have a heart attack. Were you tense? Say yes or no. Why? Stand up, let the camera catch you. Why were you tense? You have done the same JEE that everyone. Did your father pay a donation here? Did you come through here through the back door? Are you less good looking than anyone else? Everybody please look at my friend Deepak. Deepak, stand straight. Okay? Is Deepak less good looking than anyone else? I can't ask girls this question. Okay? There is no reason, you know. There is no reason for any one of us to feel tense. We are talking to equals and we are the only experts on the subject we are speaking upon, right? It is imaginary. Lot of us imagine people would laugh at me. Next time, and before you speak next time, create opportunities in the hostel, elsewhere, you know, overcome it through practice. The only way to overcome nervousness, tension is through practice. There is no other way. I wish there were a tablet. I could have patented it, taken copyright, given it to you for $1 million. Take one tablet before breakfast. Well, you guys don't have breakfast anyway. Okay? Or take it after breakfast or after lunch and take it after dinner. That is not possible. How many of us here know cycling? Raise your hands. Did you learn cycling without falling? One person did. Okay. Okay. Did you learn cycling in one day only? You rode on the cycle and you became an expert? You practiced. Am I right? Sit down, Dinesh. You know, I will not that only you have done, only you are like that. Lots of us, I am talking about all of us. Okay? It comes, nervousness will go away with practice, with constant practice. Please write. With practice and with constant practice. It is a constant pursuit. There is no other way. I cannot give you a tablet.
Roll number is NA10B008. I am from Alappuzha district in Kerala. My hometown is Mavelikara. It has been marked the red box in the map.
You did a good job of marking the map. It was so easy for me to see where you come from. Okay? I thought I would let you know the good things you did.
I am going to talk to you about alcoholism in Kerala. Kerala has the highest per capita consumption of over 8 liters per person a year.
Your topic was marvelous. You really took a subject which is relevant, and your research, I hadn't known that Alcohol Corporation of Kerala always made a profit. Is that true? Okay, and is it 8 liters per annum? More than? So, I will ask my colleagues from Kerala whether they have alcohol in their blood or sorry in their veins or blood in their veins. A good research man, you know, you could have stared into people's eyes and you could have thrown these data into their eyes.
And has highest number of drinkers. A state run monopoly called KSBC runs alcohol sale in Kerala. According to a study conducted by IIM, KSBC is the only public sector undertaking in Kerala that consistently generates profits. Alcohol consumption causes a lot of social evil.
Can you read these data? Sorry, can you yourself read these data? No. Wonderful research, wonderful subject, lost because of, complete the sentence please, inattention to a very minor detail. You know, there is a story that the king went to war on sitting on the back of the horse, and the horse's shoe nail had loose nails. The nail fell down, the shoe fell down, the horse fell down, the king fell down, and the kingdom was gone, lost. Do you see? And he is not the only one, my friend is not the only one. Many of us are guilty of this kind of thing.
It kills a lot of people, exacting a heavy social cost. Rising number of divorces are directly related to increasing alcohol.
How many divorces? You could have brought one example. Never as engineers, make a note, never as engineers make loose generalizations like rising number of divorces, many divorces. Don't do that. Okay? You are in the, remember, the only business you have and the only specialization you have is of quantification. You can do complex drawings, you can send rockets to moon to Jupiter, and you can also create a ballpoint pen. Only some engineer created that ballpoint pen. Otherwise, do you know, ask me, I have grown, I grew up in an era when we had to carry our ink bottles and pen to write examination. Think of Shakespeare, every line he had to dip the pen, and you guys don't even think of ink the next time you write, and when it runs out you throw it away, go to Gurnath, buy another, if at all you write. Okay? It's an engineer's business. Engineer's language is the language of quantity.
Hospitals and rehabilitation centers are packed with patients suffering from alcohol related diseases. 95% of the vehicular accidents involve people who are driving after having.
It was very good, really, 95. I don't know if it is true, but you made a point, 95, but the pronunciation of percent. Okay? So, pay attention to details. Okay?
We'll consumed alcohol. It's during the Onam season that alcohol consumption rises to greater heights every year. As you can see from the given graph, alcohol continues to dominate the lives of people. Thank you.
Respected sir and my dear friends, very good morning. Initially, I was very doubtful about my topic, so I decided to sleep on it. So, but when I woke up, I was totally convinced what I will do, but moreover I was I had a guilty feeling over that I didn't switch off the light when I slept. So I'm going to talk about.
What is he going to talk about? Sorry? How much time taken in introduction? Your subject is wonderful, really. 2 or 3 people here. I'm going to give them 6 on 6 for topic, for contents. But you cannot take 50 seconds for introduction on a topic where you have only 90 minutes to speak. You could have begun straight. I am going to talk about waste of electricity in our hostels. 5 seconds finish, come to the point. As a result, you could not complete. In spite of such wonderful appearance, if I were a filmmaker, I will take you for the hero. Yes. Do you see the point? So you took such a long, this dramatic introduction is all right when you have all the time. When you talk in the CLT, you have a captive audience, or like me in the classroom.
The wastage of electricity in my hostel. So I went out.
I am from a place which is known as the financial.
Okay. Now watch this, some bits of language, good presentation once again.
Financial capital of the India, and also it is.
Do you say the India? Are you here who made this presentation? Do you say the India? The financial capital is all right, but of the India, why did it happen? Your English is quite good. Can you tell me why it happened? Yes, because you were tense. Don't be tense. What do you have to tense for? You come through the JEE, right? The same door, same gateway. There is no reason for you to feel inferior, and you have done wonderful research. Your subject is so wonderful, so good.
It is called the city of gold. Yes, this is Mumbai city. Situated on the west coast of the India in Maharashtra, the Mumbai is one of the biggest metropolitan city in the world.
Why the Mumbai? Okay, and without pointer, why 3 maps? What is it you are? You could have circled, save time, save load on your, you see, there can be information load. Suppose for your birthday I give you a cake, can I give you a 100 kilogram cake? I cannot.
What its main contribution to the India's economy and development has led it to become the most vulnerable city for terrorist attacks, and that is the topic I am going to talk about. For past 2 decades, Mumbai has suffered a tremendous terrorist attacks in which
What is tremendous? Could you not have counted how many terrorist attacks in the last 10 years? But then why did you say tremendous? You could have said many, you could have said half a dozen, you could have been specific. You have only 90 seconds, man.
Mumbai has lost almost 1,000 lives, and many of them and many more are left injured, whose wounds.
Seriously, when you have so many photographs, I am not asking you, I am asking your audience, are you able to concentrate on all? Yes or no? Everybody, please be a friend to my friend. Are you able to? You know, you're distracted. You need a lot of time to look at all the photographs. You need at least 2 minutes, don't you? And this is dishonest. I had asked you to bring only one photograph. You could have selected them, selected one out of 1,000, just as you selected 9 out of or 8 out of 1,000. You could have selected 1 out of 1,000.
It's very easy to sit here and give sympathy to those who have died, but it's very difficult for those who have seriously witnessed in front of their eyes, and I am one of them. You can see from the slides there are more than 1,000 people who were killed in the attacks. The people.
Did you see any terrorist attack?
Yeah,
You could have described that. You could have brought that photograph. You would any day move us to tears then, you know. You could, you could make the audience feel the way you did. Okay, but by bringing so many, you lost that opportunity. Do you understand? Do you agree? Do you agree, everyone here?
People in the Bombay are not safe. I'm sorry, people in the Mumbai are not safe. They are always haunted with the fear, unknown fear that is I'm going to be the next. Thank you. Thanks a lot for listening.
Respected sir and my dear friends, a good morning to one and all. Today,
Are you here? Right. Don't feel bad, okay? It's all of us. It's me. It's all of us, okay? Shall I continue? But if you feel embarrassed, then I will skip.
I am here to speak about the garbage crisis.
Can't you stand still for 1 minute? You are swaying like a bamboo in my village.
Overdumping of waste. One of the major garbage treatment plants in my locality was closed down, and this has caused serious problems for local people.
Can your letters be read easily? How many people say yes, sir? Could it not be better? You could have used simple black on white, okay, because in the dark grey, you know, it would look fantastic on your shirt, not on the. Remember, you know, you always are going to have people like me judging your career, interviewing you, sanctioning your projects. They may be half blind, aged, uninterested, fatigued, tired, irritated.
As for the entire city, thousands of tons of garbage still remain untreated in this plant.
How many thousands? This is what we call, please don't mind, I apologize to you. We call it in Tamil sommeri, lazy. Okay? You can't do your homework, you are sleeping, and you wake up and you suddenly say, okay, say something, get rid of Shirish Chaudhary. You can get rid of Shirish Chaudhary, but can't you get rid of life? Can you also getting rid of opportunity? Next time you make a presentation, don't use vague generalized words. Okay? Come with a specific quantity.
The unbearable stench from this plant has spread across over 3 kilometers.
That was good. It can go up to 3 kilometers. Do you know a stench can also be quantified? Smell can be quantified? Yes or no? How many people say yes? Talk to people in chemistry, go to chemical engineering, or come with me. I will take you to a lab here. You can quantify. This is the beauty of engineering sciences. You can measure nearly any human and natural phenomenon.
The leachate has caused the contamination of groundwater as well as the nearby river, causing lack of drinking water for the localites. Even there has been spread of there are hardly any spaces not constructed.
Who is this? You did a good job. Lovely, that point that you made. Okay. Good subject, good photograph, but let us see. Good data, good presentation.
A lot of air pollution.
Now, how much time do you think it will take you to read? Yesterday Karthik and Ashwini and I tried to. How much time did it take us, Karthik? How much?
Around 1 minute.
Pup, you are being kind to your friend. It took us more than 3 minutes. Right, Ashwini? Don't be kind to your. Are you a friend or an enemy? Friend must always give honest feedback to the friend. Okay? Took us read it. First, can you read it from that distance? What figures, what numbers? Can you yourself? Yes? Is it yours? Oh, it's not yours. Okay, then I am unnecessarily rebuking you. Who is this? God. Can you read it? You cannot, because you put a truckload in a cup of tea. An entire tanker, 6,000 liters of water in 1 cup of tea. 1 cup. Sorry, I must apologize to you. You did a good job of that slide. Actually, I should have praised you more. This was.
Slide 3. Today,
This is a picture of Mumbai from above.
This was a good job you did. Okay. The pie chart shows very clearly how Bombay badly needs some fewer buildings and more open space. Okay. IIT is soon going to be like that, by the way. Okay. By the time you come here as director.
These are some statistics.
a lot.
I am from the place Hyderabad.
Ah,
I am going to talk about a civic problem in my place, traffic. As the map shows, I am from the place Mehdi-Patna. In terms, as the map shows, I am from the place.
where is Mehdi-Patna? It will take you. It took Ashwini, Karthik, and me 50 seconds yesterday to find where Mehdi-Patna is located. Find it quickly. Could you not have put a circle around it or highlighted it, Aparna? What shall I call you? Lazy?
In terms of particulate matter.
Chennai annually generates about 30.
Aparna's pronunciation of particulate was good. We checked with the dictionary. I had some doubts, and the 3 of us did, and we found that was all right. You are speaking more slowly. You have something to say. That was good. I have some more. Lot of people spoke very rapidly. Not a lot of people. I think about half a dozen people spoke very rapidly. Most of you have done very good job. I don't think anyone is going to get less than 10 on 20. But no one is going to get 20 on 20, and my dream is to give you 21 on 20. Next presentation, we will have 30. I want everyone in this class to get 30 on 30. Watch it, ask yourself if you could do better and do better. Thank you. Have a good day.